Well, hi everybody. I am here at Kensington Video to basically make good on that horrible story that I reported on the other day about Kensington Video closing its doors in February 2015. Nothing I can do to change your mind, huh, Winnie?
No, I'm tired. I'm 87. It's time I quit. But I'm going to meet the people up in the library and have talks every Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay, but all right, I will. How does that? That's not going to keep the store afloat.
No, but we'll talk about movies.
Oh, okay. So, look, I can't blame you, Guy. When I asked you when I asked you why you're closing, the first thing you said was because of my parents.
Yeah.
So go ahead, tell them.
Well, we started this about 32 years ago, and it's always been a family business, and it would be hard to continue it without being a family business. And so it's reached that point. Pam wants to enjoy her grandchildren. Mom and Dad, they want to just take it easy. And so it becomes the end of a wonderful era.
So it's Pam's fault.
I'm glad
I see how it
I'm
works.
glad we narrowed that down.
Notice Pam's not on camera. She's
That's right.
she's working
Well,
the desk
I
here.
have to help this customer.
Oh, all right, all right. We'll be right back. All right, we're back from our commercial break. Let's talk briefly about, as if I think a lot of people know the answer to this. What is it that basically forced you to go out of business?
Not enough people still coming. They're still our friends, but they think coming once a year is enough. It isn't. And so the register's got to ring a little more.
Yeah, the technology has changed everything, of course. You know, that's why Borders went out of business. When you can buy books cheaper or download them, Barnes & Noble stayed in there because they were smart. They got the Nook. It's very easy for people to have the convenience of bringing things into their home. Back in the beginning of our days, the only competition really that we had outside of some of the other video stores was the Cox Cable. And you were limited, I think it just HBO and maybe Cinemax or something like that, and they'd show the same movie over and over and over again.
Still do.
They still do. And you could, back in those days, 32 years ago, there were no foreign films to be seen anywhere, and so that's why we got into the foreign films. We had the classic films, we got in the documentaries, we got in all these genres that the video stores never ventured into. In fact, it was very interesting when RCA, Columbia, and some of those studios were first to come out with the films. They'd all be dubbed, like we can't read subtitles. And it was after a while they started coming out with those. But we knew that would make our customer base grow. But the technology has changed this business a lot, and there are times that we're here and an hour can go by and we don't have a customer. Mm-hmm. So you can't operate when you don't have a certain amount of, like Mom said, cash register sales. It's not that we're greedy, it's just gets to a point where at the end of the day, after all the overhead is paid, including the help, if you haven't made any money.
And we keep a certain amount of people on for safety and not just that. So when we do get a lot of customers come in, we want you to be waited on and not have to wait.
Yeah, and we continue to invest. We've been very aggressive investors in this business. I know my dad said one time, a long time ago, he said, we get enough films, can't we just stop buying films? But the public has an insatiable appetite.
How many DVDs and VHS tapes do you have in the collection?
I'm saying 70,000 at least.
Okay. Tell the story about the woman who came in and asked you for some recommendations. Oh, does this burn my cork?
Yeah, and so I must have given her, at least 12 or 15, till I realized she called her daughter, and she said, whatever the daughter's name was, I got a long list from Winnie. We can call up, check in on Netflix and get all these good ones. Boy, I really am set up. And that hurt. I mean, I was really sincere in helping her pick out some good ones. And I know a lot of people do that. They come in and make a list of my movies that I pick, and that's kind of sad.
I think that is one of the greatest things that people will miss about this business, aside from the awesome collection. It's going to be the interaction that they have with you.
Talk to me, and I know you can go for hours on this. What differentiates a mom and pop store from just from Blockbuster or Blowout or whatever else?
Well, caring about their operation. Maybe it was their hemorrhoid operation or their prostate, I hate to say, but those people can talk to me about those things, and I sympathize with them.
Hey, Winnie, I gotta. Well, anyway.
And I can tell you what to do. I mean, Pam says I have a credentials.
You know,
All right,
well,
aside from your proctological reports, what's good? I mean, not every mom and pop store, not every mom and pop is a proctologist. So, what aside from that, what do you?
That's a big thing.
well, I remember one time mom called me up and, you know, she said after her gallbladder operation, certain things didn't function the normal way. And she said, Guy, you'd be surprised how many people I've spoken to that have accidents and such like that. And I said, and how did that come up in the midst of the conversation of renting a good movie? She said, well, people like to talk.
Oh, they do, and they found out that I'm sympathetic and I can give them the answer. I just had a lady last week that's in a bad way, and I sent her up to this what's the name of that place up here, the
Mercy
drugstore.
Hospital.
I sent them up there
CVS.
to get Seneca, which is a physic. Because the doctor.
We're not getting off this one, are we, Winnie? Huh?
Well, that's
Okay,
the
yeah.
reason. The people tell me about this, or they come and tell me they're having a little disagreement with their husband, and I try to find out. Well,
She does marriage counseling.
Yes,
She does, right?
And
And,
there's no extra charge for it.
and this is like Lourdes too. You cure people. This is wonderful. All right.
And remember, she'll be offering those services in the park. So if you have
Right,
some
there's a
personal
park bench over
problems-
there. Yeah.
No. Monday and Wednesday is the park for counseling. Tuesday and Thursday is movie reviews.
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
and medical issues on
All
Friday.
right. So there's nothing we can do to change your mind. You can't think about maybe splitting the store in half, renting out that section, consolidating and putting
Oh,
everything here.
I tell you, it broke my heart Saturday when this little lady, she leaned over there and she, please don't leave us, please. And it broke my heart. I mean, I just thought, I'm going to make her a long list though, of things and maybe take care of her for a year.
But you're going to leave, and you are going to break this woman's heart with
I
it.
know. And another one, my husband is going to just break down crying when he finds out you're not here. And I thought, that makes me feel good that I did do all that good.
I told Mom the other day on the next door Kensington, somebody had written, I will never, ever take the green sticker off my license.
It's very good. All right, so this is the last question. For all you ghouls out there, you grave robbers, what's going to happen with the collection?
Well, all of our films are for sale all the time. So a lot of people don't realize that. You can always come in and ask me if
And
this
the
is for
posters?
sale. And the posters, everything in here will be sold over the next 5 months. But everything is bought and paid for. So there's no great need to liquidate all of this. Whatever doesn't sell or whatever we don't want to sell is going to go to our homes, and Mom will continue her chore of watching 3 movies a day. It'll probably be up to 5 or 6.
Yeah, with all your free
Yeah.
time now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
No, I
there's a
have
lot-
to dust once in
There's
a
a
while.
few movies now that she'll have time to watch, like Gone with the Wind and Wizard of Oz, that she's never been able to see.
You never saw Citizen Kane either.
No, I
No,
don't.
not
But I am.
Casablanca. I think she read the book.
Okay, Salo? No, forget about it. All right, so there's nothing we can do. The die is cast. There's nothing we can do to
The
change your
die-
mind.
the die
But Guy
cast.
is going on.
The Guy
He's
is
going-
cast.
Guy is going to
Yeah.
continue.
And so I may do the rentals by mail, and certainly the sales by mail. That's for sure.
All right, so you have a few more months to come in and take advantage of this and say hi. You know, you're not going anywhere. You're still going to be a fixture in the neighborhood.
Well, this is what I
Right.
tell people. Enjoy the next 5 months. It's not like 5 days. If we're 5 days, that would be a major grieving process, accelerated. But 5 months, we can do a lot of things in 5 months. Have a lot of fun.
Stop in and say goodbye and press them a little to see the errors of their ways. I tried. There's nothing I can do. There's no saving this one, folks. I'm sorry. Maybe you have more sway than I do. God bless you both for doing this. I mean, for
Thank you,
how many
Scott.
years? 30 years.
30?
About 32.
32 years. I mean, you made this place an institution. You were never closed. You were always here, 24/7 to, well, not 24/7, but you were open every day to greet people. I know it killed you to have to close on Sundays a few years back.
Oh, I had to do the wash.
And people sometimes they'd call down here at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Mom picks up the phone and answers it.
Well, thank you so much for your years of service and for everything you've done to keep movies alive
Thank you,
in the
Scott.
hearts and minds of San Diegans. And I really hope you at least continue this online so people can still have access to these great films. Thanks again for everything. You are really going to be
Thanks
missed.
for being our good friend
All
and
right.
supporter.
Okay. Until the next time, sorry to report this. Adios.